Hi everyone, it's Rachel Smith with Remax up in Big Bear. Today I'm going to walk you through 1026 Rocky Mountain Drive. Come check it out. So here we are at 1026 Rocky Mountain Drive. This is over in the Whispering Forest neighborhood of Big Bear City. Here we are from the street. We've got a stop sign down here, school bus stop right here at the corner, and then going this direction. And so this is more of like a full-time neighborhood over here, and it's right off North Shore. So you get a little bit of North Shore traffic that you can hear, but it's really not that bad. Property line gonna be in the telephone pole. Our lot size on this one is 7383, which is kind of rare up in Big Bear. It's usually like 7500. We are listed with Sean Hoffman, eXp Realty, and this one has been on the market for 10 days at this point. So listed for $519,900. And then this is something that we get up in Big Bear City. We get cluster mailboxes, so we don't get mail that comes right to the house. We each get a cluster or a P.O. box, and then we'll get our mail from there. So just looking at the outside, it looks like it's all in really good shape, nicely graded down here. You've also got some decks in great shape. I can tell we're gonna get a ski slope view. We've also got a newer-ish roof because the house itself was built in 1976, so that's not the original. Nice, beautiful pine tree. And then the paint is also in pretty good shape. It looks like, I'm just gonna get a little bit closer right here. You've got a couple little woodpeckers, maybe around the trim of the window, and then also maybe a little bit of paint needed underneath that window. But for the most part, it's all really good shape. Nicely landscaped out here. Wood plank stairs coming up. There goes the bus. Nice little area to have some coffee in the morning, but I think you might also want to do it on the back just because you're gonna get a ski slope view back there. So let's go inside, but one thing to mention is you do have this covered entry right here that's going to keep you from having snow and ice piling up. Okay, so here we are stepping inside. Just kind of give you a little pan around before we go any further. So basically, we've got living room here, kitchen, dining room, and then bedroom, bathrooms this way. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, and it's got 1698 square foot, 1-car garage, and it was built in 1976. So right here we've got, this is kind of like it almost feels like a pressed wood. This is not the typical laminate style floor that I've seen. So it's definitely not tile either. We do have central heating in here. Ceilings are probably maybe around 7 foot, I would say. We've got these beautiful louvered doors for the windows. I don't want to pull them open, but behind that we do have dual pane windows. I do want to point out that they probably had a dog, because this is a rental, and the dog probably was waiting for its owner to return from the mountain, and it was probably just chewing on them. But that's probably an easy replacement, I would imagine. So floors are kind of like a very light brown. Got some nice wood colored streaks in it. The really good shape, I would say. The walls are kind of like an almondish color. Beautiful rock fireplace. Like, this is not 1976. This definitely came along afterwards. And And it's got, what's kind of cool is it's got like this glitter to it. And if you know me, I love glitter. And I also love everything Christmas. Like these fun objects. So they've still got their Christmas tree up, which is fine, I'm imagining you could probably hoist this TV up on the wall, get rid of this thing. But good sized room, you know, for like 8 people that could sleep in here. I think it fits and suits the house very well. For rentals, I definitely wouldn't do things like this, do not touch, just because it makes people want to touch things and do things. So if you don't want people to touch it, I would not leave it in a rental in Big Bear. I'm going to take you through the kitchen first. So coming this way, we do have this nice big kitchen. This kitchen's almost the same size as the dining room too, or sorry, the living room. It's beautiful. Updated, definitely updated. We've got nice stainless steel fridge, freezer. Got a black granite. What I do love is that they've labeled everything. Hot pads, saucepans, you know, that makes it really easy for people when they're cleaning to put things back where they belong. Beautiful 5-burner oven, matching stainless steel microwave. Cabinets are in beautiful shape. These are brand new. Not slow closed though. Lots of storage, like you could definitely live here. Pantry, and then we'll go outside at the very end of the tour. But like, look at all of this. I don't think I have enough to have this much in my kitchen as far as all these cabinets full. That is, what a little blessing. That's great. We do have like aluminum. It's like I don't know, that's like a faux dual sink. And then we have the dining room. It's nice little petite table. You could probably go a little bit bigger with the table and go a little bit smaller with this thing. But good size, you know. Also, for it to be a rental, another thing that most people want is a pool table. So it could be nice to have like a pool table that converts into a dining room table. And this is very sweet. They leave these for the guests. Please let me know if there's anything you can do to make your stay more comfortable and enjoyable. Compliments of Lynn and Jan. That's very sweet. All right, and so this is going to be the stairs down to the garage, which will go down there last. Everything labeled. Got the return for the furnace up here. We've got the storage area up top. This is something that's common practice up here, is for people to lock these. But as you can see, this is like Pandora's box for rentals, because people want to know what's inside. And it's usually just your booze and your linens, and then they have to pay you money for this damage. So be very careful locking things up. Maybe make it a little bit of a harder space to get to. So here we have bedroom number 1. We've got the typical cold battery smoke detector. Usually you have to take those batteries out and warm them up, and that thing will turn back off. We do have one full closet, so both of these closet doors do connect. Carpeted on the inside, and carpet's in decent shape. We got like a little bit of a darker area right here, but not too bad. Probably chuck these. People are not going to be using these. But you can sleep 4 people in here. That is pretty good. And they have done a good job stacking people in here. And then from here, you do have ski slope views too. So we'll see that at the very end of the tour. Then we're going to come down the hallway and go into the common bathroom. So in here, we do have tile on the floor. We do have a beautiful kind of cottagey looking white countertop, single unit. Here's a little notice. Just basically don't overuse the water. We do have a red heat light in here, which is kind of nice. Feels really good too. This is that beveled glass. And then we also have just a plastic insert with a pretty deep plastic tub that's good for nice soaking. And this is going to be the common bathroom that both bedrooms are going to share and anybody visiting for the day. So then we've got the kind of like the hallway, and we've got the washer dryer along here with storage up above. These have slow close. And then we are running off of the Wi-Fi here for the heater. Looks like it's not connected. It is a little bit cold in here. And so here we have the main master bedroom. We do have the closet doors. One of them looks like it's kind of off track. You can kind of see a lean to it. So I'm not going to touch those, but I just assume it's all one. King size bed. Furniture could be requested on this home. I mean, you could almost get a queen size or king size and a bunk if you shift it down a little bit. Not that you want to, but... And then we have a little, I'm just going to kind of poke our heads out here. I'm not going to stay out here too long, but this is just coming up from the garage and show you down below that way. And then we have a master bathroom right here. So same tile as the bathroom, the common bathroom. Same cabinets as the washer dryer room. Beautiful granite. I've never seen that. It's kind of like got like an orange tiger eye kind of look to it. It's really pretty. And then same beveled glass. This is super clean. So plastic, very clean. And they even have these updated mirrors. I thought that they're like a touch something. Let me see. Yeah, so that goes on, off, on, off. Interesting. All right. So now let's go see the surprise downstairs and what that has to offer. So stairs are pretty legal, you know. You can get my whole foot on it. We also have 2 handrails. Looks like you might be able to correct me if I'm wrong, the toe edge is different on most of them. So you got like a darker one here. You've got darker, lighter, lighter. It's just kind of all white. These are the kind of rooms I don't go in. They're usually underneath. So we're going into kind of the second unit. At the entry, we've got a lot of storage off to the right. And then we've got the bathroom, kind of another kitchen, and another room down here. So coming in, this is a different floor. This is like a vinyl flooring, a vinyl plank flooring. So slightly different than what was upstairs. We also have, I really dig this. They did like a gray subway tile, a shimmery subway tile on the floor, and also the white one on the walls. And then you've got kind of like a gray tile all around with a standing pedestal sink. Pretty fun. I'm trying to directionally understand where I am. shower, and they've got it tiled up here as well with a plastic insert right there, little towel bars behind there. And then coming back through, we go into the main room. So we've got the kitchen with that same kind of subway tile on the walls. We've got the fridge, stove, storage. This is a Formica countertop. Little tiny sink. This is cute. Lots of storage too. Again, so much. And then kind of bedroom number 3. A little area to eat at. And then this would have been a fireplace at some point in time, I can tell, because it looks like that's going to be the exhaust for it. I'd probably throw one back in here. I don't see why not. A very sweet little setup down here. I mean, you could almost just never cross paths with the people upstairs. In here, we've got a closet, storage behind the door, and this is part 2 of the garage. So they've converted it into a game room. And what's nice is they've got like a little basketball shot, little sitting area. But you can see the evidence of it being a garage just based off of, you know, the walls right here, how these are done. The depth of it. But it's a really well done conversion. So let's take a little stroll outside. And so this is street to alley. So you can get the wet alleyway. So you can park on either side of the home. I'm just gonna walk out to the alley really quick just to give you a little pan, but these people, their address are all on North Shore. So that's why you're starting to hear a little bit more road noise. But here we are from the back of the house. So you can see the garage right here is where that game room is. And they're kind of partially fenced, I would say, because over here you do have some fencing to be able to keep animals in. Little storage area out here. I'm going to take you up these stairs on this side just to show you. They're very padded, but very worn too. So deck's in decent shape. It looks like there was a repair done this way. This is going to come into the kitchen that we saw. Probably need a board right there. Cupboard over here. And then you can see the air conditioning down below. So it's got a lot of great features to it. Again, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Well, we saw 3-bath. 3-bedroom, 3-bath. Ski slope views. It's got a 1-car garage. And just on the market for $519,900. Let me know what you think. Bye.